Oh, oh God, not again. Welcome back to Team O'Neill. I'm Chris. I'm joined today here by Jamie and Tummy, and we're here to talk today about simulators. Mainly, we're actually going to talk about budget simulators. These guys have both been doing quite a bit of simulated driving, and so these are their personal units. And we wanted to actually talk about the differences between each one because they're actually quite a bit different. And the other cool thing today is that they're actually all powered by a different operating system. So Tummy's got a PlayStation, Jamie's got an Xbox, and this unit's run off a PC. So we're all going to play Dirt Rally and see how these systems work. But really, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the hardware. Jamie, you've kind of done quite a bit. You've also done quite a bit of rally racing. So what made you decide this unit, and what do you like, and what do you hope to change about your sim?
So this one's the Thrustmaster. It's kind of their higher level of the belt-driven. I would like to move to direct drive eventually, but this seems to be pretty good. It's got about 6 Newton meters of force feedback if I want it to be that high. I don't run it too high just because I want to be smooth with my hands. I don't have a shifter yet, so I am running the paddles, but you could add on a shifter. What I do have is a hydro e-brake setup, which is nice. It's progressive pull. And then the pedals are kind of the mid-range for Thrustmaster, progressive, not too stiff, has some changeable springs, so good adjustability within the setup I've got.
Nice. And Tummy, so what made you decide this setup? What do you like about it? What would you hope to change?
So I have the Logitech G Pro wheel. I've run Logitech since I started doing sim racing pretty much. I've had a Logitech G27, a G29. Now I finally moved up to the G Pro.
Nice.
They're smooth. I really like how they feel, and it's good quality. It can be, this one's a little more expensive. Doesn't have quite as many accessories as other wheels do, but I just really like Logitech. And then the seat itself is a play seat it's a Logitech G Edition, so it's pretty much made for this wheel.
Yeah.
It all just flows really good together.
So Tummy, it sounds like that seat was a good investment for you. It's something that you spent a little bit more on just the seat setup, but it works really well with the setup you have.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
What do you have going on over here, Chris?
Yeah, so we have the Moses setup on this, and to be clear, they actually sent us this equipment to try out, so we appreciate the support on that. For this, I actually haven't even had a chance to drive it, so for me, this is going to be my first time behind the wheel of this, but also the first time behind the wheel of these other two units. So I'm a little more raw and being able to give my feedback, but we have a full H pattern shifter, we have a full handbrake setup, we have our pedals with 3 pedals and the force feedback wheel. Jamie, you set it up, so if you guys go back in some of our other videos, he helped set it up with me. So yeah, I think the one other really cool thing for me is just testing Xbox versus PlayStation versus PC with the exact same game, exact same car, exact same setup, and just see really how these things work together. So let's give it a shot.
I'm here with my Thrustmaster TSXW belt-driven sim rig. Just a little bit background on me. I got into doing sim racing, sim rallying specifically back in my middle school days. I was starting to get involved with rallycross, needed somewhere to do some practice. So I got into doing some kind of very low budget sim racing then, and this is where we are 15 years later. Pretty decent but budget friendly setup. You know, I got the handbrake for fun rally corners. Still using paddles though, but I could add on an H pattern down the road. So we're gonna all give it a chance to run the same stage, same car with this rig, and then we'll move on to another rig. So with my rig, we're running paddle shifting. The clutch is set to like an override, so you don't need to use it. I use it off the start. Other than that, we're gonna race this car through some woods.
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Crest, slowing 70, turn, early short, square right, upwards long, and tightens 6 of a crest. Caution tightens 3, and 4 left long, upwards 5, 40, 30, caution up and left, don't cut rocks inside, 50, turn square right, and 2 left, very long, don't cut rocks inside, and 2 right of crest, finish, tightens 4 right, just up.
All right, so one thing, as I'm driving this, I like to use this a lot for kind of like training my lines, right? We talk about a lot at the rally school, certain lines, the late apex on gravel. This helps me really search for that on unknown corners. Obviously, as an instructor at the rally school, I know where to hit those marks. This gives me that hidden corner coming up. I got to actually find those late apexes. So I work a lot with my lines in this game. And then just focusing on committing to my notes more. Two things I work a lot with on this game. So I'm gonna step out and see if one of the other guys wants to give it a go, and we'll just start comparing after that.
3, 2, 1, crest, sloping 70, turn, early short, square right, opens long, and tightens 6 of a crest.
Oh, square right. God damn it.
And through left, tightens 2,
Don't lift.
60, 5 right of a bump, caution, tightens 2, 40, 3 right, 50, slow,
Oh yeah, she's
80,
getting wild. Oh no!
opens it,
There, use the knobs here, down.
crest, into 3 left, 4 long,
Very similar feeling to when I broke my axle in real life. The steering wheel's fighting me to stay straight. Don't look on the outside of the corner. Not listening.
extra long, over finish.
Oh, there she is. There's the finish. Hey, sometimes you just gotta finish. That was fun. Reminded me of Bristol and when I flew into the ditch. So.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crest, slowing 70, turn, early short, square right, opens long, and tightens 6 of a crest.
Oh, that's right, I have a handbrake now. I'm sitting here pressing the button.
3 left, tightens of a crest inside. 50, turn square right. Into 3 left, 40. Into 6 right, opens very long, caution, tightens 3. And 4 left, long, drops inside. Into 6 left, open to the crest, 60 over dip, keep middle of the crest, tightens of the crest, don't cut, 40. 1 left, very long, don't cut, drops inside. Into 5 right, extra long, tighten. Into 3 left, extra long, caution, tightens.
That handbrake is a little different, but I like it.
4 right, just up.
Ah. A little sweaty. Yeah, it feels good for. It's a little different because I'm used to the direct drive now, but this kind of reminds me of when I was just on my G29. Jamie has this set up a little, like he was saying before, it's got a little bit less force feedback. So I honestly found it enjoyable, especially with the handbrake. It's not bad. It's not bad for a budget setup at all.
All right, so we're gonna try this Moses setup here. This is actually the very first time I'm driving this. So I'm getting used to just the equipment, but I just got a chance to try Jamie's Thrustmaster, so at least this is the second time I'm on this stage with this car, and we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah. Oh well.
Crest, slowing 70, turn, early short, square right, opens long, and tightens 6 of a crest.
Oh, not listening because I'm all excited about the shifter. Yeah, the steering wheel obviously is a lot stronger on this one, but because of the clutch and the H pattern, it feels like my rally car a lot more for sure.
Very long, don't cut, drops inside. And 2 right to the crest. Into 3 left, 30, caution up and into left. Don't cut, drops inside.
Same f***ing spot in the last time.
Turn square right.
Oh, don't get too excited. Yeah, that wheel almost ripped out of my hands just now, for sure.
3 right don't cut. 80. 4 right tight to the dip.
Don't. Damn. All right. That's definitely a lot different with the H pattern. I like that a lot though, from just being more like my rally car. Well, let's see what you guys think.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crest, slowing 70, turn, early short square right, upwards long, tighten 6 of a crest. 80. 3 left, tightens of a crest. 5 right, very long of a crest. 60. Right to the bump, caution tightens 2. 30. 4 right. And 5 left. Slow 3 right tightens 2, give in. 30. Caution open in the left. Don't cut rocks inside. 50. Turn square right. Open to the crest. 60 of a dip. Keep middle of crest to 75 right. Don't cut. To 6 left of a bump. 60. Keep left of a jump. To 5 right tightens of a bump. 6 left very long. Caution tightens 4 crests. Into 5 right. 40. 5 right long. 40. 4 left. Open to the bump. Into 4 right of a crest long. 100 of a bumps. 4 right. Very long. 80. 6 right long. Into flat left. And 6 right of a crest long. Tightening to 6 right. Extra long. Finish. Tightens 4 right. Just up.
Yeah, I saw that partway through. I do like being the second stage. I do like the shifter. I spent a little more time thinking ahead about my shifts, so I got them done smoother. Still a little strong on the force feedback. I can see where it's nice, but I'm just used to, it was making me do a little bit more of the small twitches I'm trying to avoid. So nice equipment, that's for sure. Fun drive. All right, Tommy, you're up.
2, 1, go. Crest, slowing 70, turn, early short square right, opens long, and tightens 6 of a crest. 80. 3 left, tightens of a crest. And 5 right, very long of a crest. 60. 5 right long, and caution tightens 2, give in. And 3 left, tightens
Did it
2.
again.
60.
Yeah, that would have been a good handbrake.
4 right. And 5 left. Into 6 right. Opens very long. Caution tightens 3. And 4 left long. Opens 5. 40. 40. 5 right. Very long. Tightens at a crest. To 7. 4 left. And slow. Short 3 right. 30. Caution open in the left. Don't cut rocks inside. 50.
Good, this is a little bit more than I'm accustomed to.
Turn square right.
Turns out I don't know what to do with my left foot.
30. 3 left long, don't cut, ditch outside. 4 right to stop.
Ooh. Oh boy. Yeah, adding the clutch pedal in is definitely a degree of difficulty I wasn't prepared for, but everything feels good. The direct drive feels nice and smooth. I just didn't do very great there, that's all.
Kind of shows us weaknesses where within our own sim rig, we get in our own habits. Both of you and me use the paddle shifters. And I started chuckling. I could hear you trying to paddle shift.
Oh, I hit the paddle shifters a few times on just by habit. It definitely happened. So the first thing I'm going to do with this is just make sure that I have it set for the profile for Dirt Rally 2.0. With this wheel, it's nice. You can have different profiles, and what they do is you can have all your settings, like your force feedback strength, the force feedback filter, the dampener, all that. You can scroll through this and you have all that set for, because different games have to take different wheel settings. So Dirt dirt rally I have under profile 1. I'm going to select that. I'm ready to go. In order to immerse myself more, I really like to run my headphones so that way I can block out any type of distractions. All right, so I don't have a fancy shifter or a handbrake or anything. So my handbrake is the circle button, which I have. It's the easiest button to access, right next to my right thumb. It's easy to get to. It can be a pain in the butt sometimes, though, if you're turning the wheel. All right, let's roll.
Way right, opens long, and tightens 6 of a crest. 80. 3 left, tightens of a crest. And 5 right.
Corner's tricky.
Crest. 60. 5 right long, caution tightens 2, keep in. And 3 left, tightens 2. 60. 5 right of a bump, caution tightens 2.
Oh, that should have been a flat.
Turn 2 left, extra long, tightens of a crest, opens 5. 30. 4 right. 50. Turn 1 left, give in. To 6 right, extra long, over
Reset.
tightens 4 right to stop.
Oh, that stump. That's that one right there. That's the
That's the good
handbrake.
going. Oh, handbrake, okay.
And I made sure that none of those other buttons are really important
Okay.
on purpose. So that way if you accidentally hit those two.
Yeah. Feel the vibration in my seat. That is cool.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Crest, slowing 70, turn, early short square right, opens long, and tightens 6 of a crest. Very long of a crest, 60, 5 right long, caution tightens 2, keep in, and 3 left. 30, 4 right, and 5 left, and 4 left long, opens 5, 4 tightens
I see why you spent the money on the chair.
3 left long of a crest, 30, 4 right, very long, tightens 3, don't cut, drops inside, left of a jump, to 5 right, tightens of a bump, 6 left, very long, caution,
Oh,
tightens 4
fuck.
crests. Is that the puncher at the front?
Oh God, not again.
Tightens 2, turn 2 left, extra long, and tightens of a crest, 3 right, tightens 2, keep in, and 2. 50, turn square right, into 4 left, opens
Yeah, no handbrake.
3 left long,
How's that?
right, tightens of a dip, opens. Just
Only my 4th try. Yeah, that's cool. The feeling of the vibration in your seat that is awesome.
3, 2, 1, go. Crest, slowing 70, turn, early short square right, opens long, and tightens 6 of a crest. 80, 5 right long, caution tightens 2, keep in, and 3 left, tightens 5, 30, 4 right, 50, slow 3 right tightens 2, keep in, and 2 left, very long, don't cut, drops inside, opens 30, 3 left long, don't cut, ditch outside, into short 4 right, 460 on a dip, keep middle of a crest to sudden 5 right, don't cut, into 6 left of a bump, 60, keep left of a jump, into 5 right wide, into 5 right, extra long, tightens, to keep right of an 80, 3 left, and 5 right long, 40, tightens 3, extra long, opens 50, turn 1 left, keep in, into 6 right, extra long of a finish, tightens 4 right to stop.
The overall force is a little strong. Just from one stage, I've got a pretty good strain in my shoulders. So if you could keep the road feel, but not have it like try to turn for you type force feedback. Maybe a good combination would be better, but feels good. I like the brake pedal in this out of all three. Something about this one felt the best, the most realistic and progressive to me.
Well, that was fun. So thank you for joining us for that. Guys, I'm definitely, just for me, it's just getting time on stage and getting used to the wheel. By the third time I was in the wheel, the sim setup, I was able to actually finish the stage, so that's helpful. But yeah, I don't know, it is different because each one of our rigs has so much different stuff. For me, having the H pattern shifter would be important just because the way my rally car feels. If I was doing sim training, it would be for training purposes rather than more entertainment. So I'd want to try to be as close to my car, but I don't know, what do you think, Jamie, of the three?
Yeah, I really liked the Moza having all the peripherals, the H pattern, the handbrake, just like we would have in our rally cars. The brake was the only downside. I would need a little bit more time just to get used to it. It feels nice, but it took some adjusting to. Force feedback, everything's really smooth. The Thrustmaster though, to me, or not Thrustmaster, the Logitech definitely seemed superior in feeling the road through its force feedback. And I know they've claimed that they went a long ways in that setup. Yeah. So that could just be Tommy spent a lot of time kind of fine tuning that, where I've just kind of dumbed some of mine down so I didn't get bad habits, and yours we just opened up and started playing. So
yeah, I definitely feeling in his seat, the actual feeling of the vibrations through the wheel, through the seat, made it just a little more immersive and a little bit closer to that sim feel. I don't know, Tommy, what did you think?
I like them all. The Thrustmaster, it kind of threw me back to when I ran the Logitech G29, the belt driven. It feels really good. It's a good price point for what it is, for sure. I really liked his handbrake as well. The Thrustmaster handbrake, it's one thing I really want to get on mine. I need a handbrake. I got to figure out a way to do that. Yeah. The Moza, I had a little bit of trouble like getting used to the clutch and running the H pattern again. It's been a little while. Yeah. The handbrake though, the handbrake feels really good. It's got everything you want, and that Moza itself probably just needs a little more fine-tuned setup.
Right. It's pretty much out of the box right now. A little more where you guys have been.
A little more research and a little more stuff done to it. There's tons of settings you can change, so you can really make these wheels what you want them.
Yeah, and that's a good point, price point. We've kind of figured they're very similar in pricing, right? But you know, at the end of the day, really it comes down to, did you already have an Xbox, a PlayStation, or a PC? And I think that was one of the cool things that we saw. You know, these are all on different systems. You know, I think for ease of use, jumping in, yours felt like plug and play, kind of was already set. Yours set up already fairly too. For me, new to PC, that's just more to learn on top of the game and everything else. So that would be a little higher point if you're used to playing video games or doing that on a non-PC. That might take a little while to learn, but yeah, I think our goal with this one is so tunable that we could get it close, right? We just haven't had the time with that setup. So yeah, any other thoughts, guys? Anything else that you want to add?
Do this more often.
It was fun.
Yeah, you know, maybe someday we can figure out how to link them online for like rallycross, so we can go 3 wide rallycross sitting right here, and you know, I'll shove you out of your seat, you shove him, and I'll finish.
More door-to-door
racing.
racing.
We can't do door-to-door, so instead it's like dirt bikes. You got to push the guy next to you. You know?
I like it. Yeah, I think the insurance company would be okay with this level of risk.
It's our own version of Mario Kart.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for this video. Please add in the comment section, do you guys have a sim setup? What are you running? What did you see here that you liked or that you'd want to set up any differently? We'd love to get your guys' feedback. Also too, with all this sim stuff, what do you think we should be doing? So we'd love to get your feedback and input, and we look forward to hearing from you, and thank you for joining us.
Wheel on. 40. 4 right tightens, stitch outside. Into 3 left, extra long, caution tightens. 2 right, extra long tightens. And keep left into short 2 right.